Does it say it's recording? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for getting on. I was just telling everybody that I'm so excited to be able to do some more team calls this year and just, to bring back the team environment that we had kind of at the beginning of last year. I love the new year, and I love I feel like a lot of us have these amazing goals. I've seen a lot of everybody's dream boards, vision boards, and I'm just really excited to talk with you guys about the leadership management. So I just wanted to quickly go over some dates that I shared in the group a couple weeks ago. Of course, it needs to be muted. Hey, Michelle, can you mute yourself? I think there's a lot of static background noise. Thank you. Thank you, love. All right. So, let me go back here. How do you go back? Sorry, guys. All right. Well, anyways, I was going to tell you guys about the calendar. So we have the January 4th, obviously Monday, the started, and I'm so excited to see everybody's posts. I know that there's a lot of people and challengers that have jumped into that group. I'm watching you guys as I wait till my back heals. So I hope you guys are enjoying that program. Of course, we have our team call tonight, and instead of the power hour tonight, we're going to do it next week, the 12th at 9. So I am still looking for a couple volunteers to talk with me. I know a couple of you guys did the last one and did a really good job. So feel free to volunteer again, and you can share that topic if you would like. And then we have the free clean eating challenge that's starting the 11th through the 17th. That is one that I am running, and I know a lot of us on here are doing their own free groups as well, so that they can share as well in the group. And then we are going to be doing a coach sneak peek and a business opportunity call this month as well. Last year, I did a lot of just jumping on to Jenna's, and one of my talks with Arnold in Gatlinburg, he was like, Caitlin, you need to be running, your own sneak peeks and running your own business opportunity calls. So we're going to do it. And I'm looking to do them every month and kind of see how we do, if we get a lot of traction from it. So just wanted to share that with you guys. So
Caitlin, what are the dates? Because I know you couldn't go back on the slide. I was trying to write down the dates of these things.
Sure. It's the coach sneak peek is the 18th through the 22nd. It'll be a 5-day coach sneak peek. The business opportunity call will be that Tuesday. I guess thinking the Healthy for Life call will probably be at 9. So we'll do the business opportunity call at 8 that day. And then, of course, I don't know if that's on the calendar, but the Push to Emerald and Push to Diamond groups, I am opening up this Sunday, the 10th. So I'm really excited about that, too. I know a lot of us are looking to not only work on our goals for rank advancements and things, but we have a lot of coaches that have some goals as well that I think that these push groups will be helpful for them.
How long are the push groups going to be?
For right now, I'm running them for 21 days.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of trial and error. If I feel that it's too short, I may add an additional week. If I feel like it's too long, I might just do 2 weeks. But I have enough material to run it right now for 3 weeks.
Okay.
For 21 days.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and then this was just a quick slide just to kind of remind everybody of the January promotions. We have a really good, I just love when the 21 Day Fix and the 21 Day Fix Extreme are on sale, just because that seems to be a lot of where my customers and people that I'm talking to seem to really want to start with. And it's become such a popular and successful program. So those are and I think I didn't put it on here, but also the Kickstart challenge packs are also on sale, which include the 3-day refresh as well. So let me move you. Okay. So tonight, I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about the leadership ladder. For those of us that did go to Summit in Nashville, a lot of us got to hear Melanie Mitro talk about this at one of the general sessions. And I do encourage you guys to go back and watch that video. It's about a maybe no more than 25-minute video on the leadership ladder and why it's so important to use to track your business and to, track where your goals are, not only for your rank advancements, but for your income goals, your Success Club points. So I will post that video in our team page after the call. A lot of the information that I took from this was from Melanie Mitro's call. So you might be hearing a lot of the same things, but of course, I find a lot of her information valuable and extremely helpful to our team. So how many of you guys have heard of the leadership ladder, have used it, have no idea what I'm talking about? How many of you guys, and certainly you can unmute yourself to anybody?
Yeah, that's what I used. Nina and I used that when we created the new coach welcome letter rather than whatever. So we went through the leadership ladder in the back office, or I actually did that because that was my part of our getting things together, was the welcome letter. And what I did was put the videos in coordination with the leadership ladder and when it worked for my coaches getting started right.
Okay.
Checklist of things to do.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so it's funny because I just learned the leadership ladder is fairly new. I just learned about the leadership ladder last January at the leadership conference, and Melanie actually was there talking about it again and how she uses it for her team. And so for those of you that are not familiar with the leadership ladder, it's basically it's in your back office so that you can use to determine your benchmarks, your goals for you, for your team, that will kind of go beyond just the rank of emerald, the rank of diamond, star diamond. It provides the framework for your coach business. So this next slide here is the leadership ladder that you will see in your back office. And you will see what your benchmark rung was from last month. So it may say none. It may say your last month was a business starter. And what that means is you are a business starter based on these 6 I don't want to say qualifications, but goals that you have accomplished. So for example, a business starter is making at least $100 a month. So for their income, they're hitting Success Club 5. They're they could just be an active coach, but they could also be an emerald coach. These are just kind of ideas for where that person is on the leadership ladder. And so you'll see that each of these breakdowns break down income, break down your Success Club, your personally sponsored coaches that are hitting Success Club, and your weak leg volume. So for somebody who has the goal of making, let's say, $1,000 to $1,500 a month, They're going to obviously be hitting Success Club every month. They're most likely going to have coaches under them, so they're going to be getting that team volume. So they're stating that they're probably going to be diamond and above. They're going to have around 4 personally sponsored coaches. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're hitting Success Club. It means that they have at least one point on the board. So, of course, you want your coaches to hit Success Club. I mean, that's going to not only build their business, but, build your entire team. And then finally, the week leg volume. This, for example, the team leader, this is for the whole month. This is somebody that has 5,000 team volume for the entire month. And that's what classifies somebody as a team leader. So I really think this is something that me personally I'm going to be looking at this more this year, rather than just focusing on 2-star, 5-star, 1-star, diamond, that sort of thing, because a lot of us, and we are looking at income. We are looking at leaving our jobs or adding some additional income into our family, trying to reduce debt in our life. So for a lot of us, saying to ourselves, okay, I want to make $1,000 a month. What does that look like? What do those daily activities look like for me in order to hit those benchmarks? So this is just a great chart and a great tool for you, for your team to look at, to create stability and to create growth each and every month. Just a couple things that why I think the leadership ladder is so important. It allows you to kind of put your blinders on and say that you want to make X amount of money. And by doing that, I need to make sure I'm doing these behaviors. I need to make sure that I am inviting this amount of people daily. I need to make sure that I'm sharing the coach opportunity. I need to make sure that I'm reaching out to my team and my coaches who are building the business and making sure that they're consistently doing their vital behaviors as well. It'll also help you recognize gaps in your business and where you need to set those tangible and quantifiable goals. So, and I think it's also important when we sit here and think, okay, this person's a 5-star diamond coach. They must be making this amount of income. That's not necessarily the case. You can be a diamond and even a 5-star diamond coach and not earn a lot of income. It's truly about creating leaders, creating business builders, and creating those team accomplishments along the way so that your success occurs and happens. Okay, so this was, again, something that I took from Melanie's call that, again, she just kind of, everything that she says, I think she has so much to offer when it comes to the business and why the leadership ladder is such an important tool. This is what I consider the foundation of building the business. You're obviously using the 3 vital behaviors to build your business. You're inviting people. You're being the product of the product. You're sharing about it. You're posting on social media. And I don't think doing one more is more important. I think all of it together is going to create that business that essentially will change your life and could provide a lot of financial freedom for you and your family. So I didn't have, well, it's kind of a call to action, but I really wanted you guys to think about some things, and certainly you can share in here, make it more an interactive call. But I wanted to ask you guys a couple things about the business. Let me go to this slide here. And really think if you're doing this in your business. And I sat down and I wrote these out, and I was like, wow, some of these I'm not doing, and I need to start start to do them, and one being the business opportunity calls. So the first one I said was, when people go to your page, or let's just say you go to your page and you look at it, are people looking at your page and saying, wow, she's really sharing her story, or is she just selling what's on sale for Beachbody? Are people going to look at, you as a person? Are you authentic? Are you showing them, who you are as a person? Would they want to join your team based on the posts that you're creating? And finally, are you creating posts that are created by you, or are you just sharing? Let's just say you're just sharing a post from somebody else, or you're sharing a picture of Shakeology. Some of those things are really important to ask yourself based on how you're going to grow in this business and ultimately grow on the leadership ladder. Ask yourself, are you doing business opportunity calls? Now, I did learn at Summit, and I cannot remember from which speaker, it was at one of the workshops, that if you are a diamond coach and above, you should be running your own coach sneak peeks, and you should be running your own business opportunity calls. Now, I can sit here and tell you guys that I have not done that. I am going to be starting to do that every month and see how they do. I think it's a great way to share with people that are interested in the coach opportunity call, the coach opportunity, to share with them just what we have to offer, what this could do for them, their family, how this could essentially change their life. So I would encourage you, if you are a diamond coach and above, to at least maybe jump on with the ones that we're doing the first few months. And certainly I may ask you to speak on one of the business opportunity calls about your story to share with people that are interested in the coaching opportunity. But it is definitely something that I think would ultimately help our businesses grow. The other thing is, are you getting your coaches started right? Every coach that you sign, you should be doing a get started right call with them, setting them up in Coach Basics training, and basically helping them. I'm not saying hold their hand, but essentially helping them run their first challenge group, or make sure that they understand the basics of the business, because it can be overwhelming. And I think a lot of times people are going to get extremely overwhelmed and say, I can't do this. Basically tell them that these are the tools, this is what we have, this is the Coach Basics training that we have to offer, that's really going to help you get started the best way possible. Are you being consistent every day so that your business will move forward? We talk about, are you being the product of the product? Are you sharing 3 to 5 times, a day? Are you being consistent with your invites? Those are things that I have to ask myself and make sure that those are things that I need to be doing every day to move my business forward and to move our team's business forward. So what I want you guys to do, it doesn't have to be right now, I want you guys to sit down this week and really determine where you want to be on the leadership ladder. For me, this past year, I have kind of flip-flopped between team leader and now I can't remember the other one. Between the next one up.
I had all mine already.
And so I definitely want to work on that, work on our team's goals. And so what I want you to do is sit down and think about where you want to be this month, this quarter, and this year. And shoot me a message and let's talk about it, and let's sit down and kind of break down how we can make those goals happen. So that was what I had. I do want to open it up for questions. I know we have a couple new coaches on the call tonight, so I think a lot of this
These people are
information
here too.
is new and
Oh, is that-
might be a little overwhelming. So I want you guys to feel free to ask questions. And like I said, I am going to post Melanie Mitro's video after we get off the call here so that you guys can really get a good understanding of what the leadership ladder is and what it looks like. You can also look at the leadership ladder in your coach back office. When you go to your main page and you see your Success Club points and your volume, there is a little button down, it says like click view or view report, and you can see the picture of it all together. So it's a great visual to look at and a great tool to use for your own goals and your own benchmarks that you set for yourself. So does anybody have questions, comments in regards to what the leadership ladder is, or anything, I guess, for that matter? If you guys want to, feel free to unmute yourself. Can't see you all here.
I'll go because I have to jump off in a second.
Okay.
I'm pretty familiar with a lot of what you talked about, but one thing I'm definitely not doing and I should be doing for my team, especially as it's growing, is business opportunity calls and coach sneak peeks. So I'm going to take the next month or two and jump into yours and really take a bunch of notes. So my goal, telling you right now, is hopefully to run my first one in March.
Awesome. I like that.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here telling you that I've never done them, and that's poor on me. So, Jenna always says, follow the leader, and so when I'm not doing them, you guys are like, well, what do I do? So, I think this is going to be a good learning experience for us. And, hopefully we'll get a lot of feedback and a lot of good experiences from them. So I know a lot of coaches and a lot of teams have a lot of success with doing them. So I'm really happy to hear that. That's a good call.
And question, I know we've really, unless I'm missing it somewhere, I haven't heard a lot of people talking so much about Coach Basics anymore. I think everyone's kind of doing their own thing. And I know personally, I've done my own kind of just rather than a Coach Basics, almost a messaging, just through Facebook Messenger with my coaches. I do the Get Started Right call. I send them the checklist, and then I've added them to Jenna's training lab.
Mm-hmm.
But then, it's very different than what I had learned a year and a half ago with you and I think I ran my first Coach Basics, which was something crazy, 30 days or 60 days was way too long.
Right.
But then what?
So I think a lot of coaches they shortened it because like you said, the 60 days was way too long.
Yeah.
So they have condensed it to 21 days.
Okay.
So that's something that we can do. And this is something that I had talked about, creating our own it would be very similar to the Bombshell, because I love the Bombshell Dynasty training website that Lindsay had put together. And so it's one of those things where you can either put them into the training tab where Jenna's has, do the Get Started Right call with them, or create your own kind of 21-day Coach Basics training, that sort of thing. And even the Emerald push group, that sort of thing, a lot of that is
Coach Basics.
Coach Basics. You're still teaching them inviting, you're still teaching them how to run challenge groups, you're still teaching them being a product of the product, sharing your story. So I kind of, in my opinion, think that they run hand in hand.
But my question is, should I, as a Diamond Coach too, be running one of those basics for my entire team once a month? Should I just religiously say on the 1st of every month or on the 10th of every month, something like that? Every month we know that that's going to be a Coach Basics.
I would say yes.
Okay.
because from what I'm getting from, again, like talking with Arnold, like we really should be running those on a monthly basis. Now, I can see how it could get repetitive with all of the trainings, but if you feel that they get lost in the training tab or they get lost in the self-paced training or the website, the Coach Basics training kind of format that we did last year maybe more beneficial to them. It kind of all depends on the personality of the person. You know, are they self-paced? Are they self-motivated? Do they need a little bit of push? And what kind of learning style works for them?
Okay.
It's a good question.
All right, so I'll jump on here. I'll see you guys Healthy for Life at 9.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much, Caitlin.
Of course.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Does anybody else have any questions before we jump off here? No? Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for jumping on. Don't forget that we do have a 9 o'clock Healthy for Life call this evening. And I look forward to our Power Hour live next week, and that'll be at 9 o'clock. So you'll probably be a couple of you will be receiving messages from me about doing a topic. So just forewarn yourself, just to let you guys know. So thank you guys again for jumping on. I know it's a little early. Some of you guys are on Central Time, so I appreciate you guys jumping on, and I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock. All right. Thank you. See you guys in a little bit.